Friday morning, October 11th, day 305 of Face the Sun.
Wow.
A heartfelt letter to the Social Security folks. We'll read that today. Does it seem like a lot of tracking of everybody is going on? Do you feel like they're tracking us all the time, Brenda?
I don't, but I like to make fun of it.
Okay. Speaking of making
Biggest
fun.
load of crap.
Yeah.
And we're there for you.
And we're here for you. We won't track you.
We'll just make fun of you.
You go do you go do whatever you want, and we'll clean up the mess. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Quotes from famous people and bike riders in South Dakota. You are definitely on your own. Yeah. Sun came up at 7:39, goes down at 6:49. And what can we do for you today? Some of the best ideas come from the listeners. They've had some good, fun ideas.
I'm always listening for inspiration to...
Yeah. Whatever strikes your fancy, bounce it off of us, and if we can do something with it.
We can make something absurd out of it.
Yes.
We're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it.
Or cool or whatever.
Or cool.
You know.
Or whatever.
Something.
Kristen Heinrichs. I bet it's Heinrichs.
Happy birthday, Kristen. And when I write happy birthday on their timelines, there's like the spelling of her name is 2 N's on Kristen.
Oh, it is. I see that, yeah.
Yeah, and the last one, too, has her name is spelled different, too.
Todd Kays.
Happy birthday, Todd Kays.
He's a county guy who is easy to work with.
Him and his son have a really fun... It's a pod. Theirs is actually a podcast. Ours isn't a podcast. Ours is Facebook Live.
Todd Kays?
Him and his son, and they're
that's
funny.
Right. Yeah,
I watched a couple of them. They're funny.
I have seen that.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're pretty fun.
And it's Todd Kays,
And his son.
the blonde-haired guy.
Yeah, Todd Kays himself looks like, I don't know, he looks like he's 15 years old. But he's older.
Yeah.
He just has a baby. He'll forever look like a baby.
Yeah.
And his son. Yeah.
Yeah.
And his son is old enough and big enough to have witty comebacks.
To keep up with his dad, huh?
I don't know which way it goes, but they banter off each other. It's really cool.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Mike Lucan.
Hi, Mike Lucan.
And I saw Marla Ford.
Hi, Marla. Think about Marla every time we pet that dog around here.
Good morning, Pam Canas.
Brian Blackwell. Hi, Pam.
Good morning, Brian.
And Todd J. Ingalls Seidel. Oh, no, that's Tanya.
And look at Tanya spelled different, too. Mike Lucan
yeah.
says, good morning to the Facing the Sun crew.
The whole crew is here today. Thanks, Mike.
So
Good
now
morning to you.
we're a crew, and the other kids were the porch people. Your sister calls us the porch people. That's pretty cool.
Todd Kays. Something's bothering me about that name. Okay, let's go to work. October 11th, National Coming Out Day.
No, Marla, we do have Bogey. He's just sick. The doctor, he's not getting up much anymore. He does get up, but it's not, he doesn't follow us around. Yeah.
Yeah. But on occasions, when he comes upstairs, he bolts up the stairs. He's always been slow on the first couple of steps, and then he gets his rhythm and takes off. But, yeah, Marla, that's a good dog. National Sausage Pizza Day. I like sausage pizza. A fun culinary celebration. General Pulaski Memorial Day. Honors the general, a hero of the American Revolution. International Day of the Girl Child.
So would you go up to someone my age and go, you look like a girl child?
You look like a girl child.
No, it's what age is girl child?
It highlights and addresses the challenges girls face while promoting girls' empowerment and fulfillment of their human rights.
So they're older, but they're not my age. I'm past the girl child stage.
Me too.
Hey, girl child.
World Obesity Day, aimed at raising awareness about a global health issue, focuses on promoting a healthy lifestyle and combating obesity-related challenges. Okay, I'm going to have to keep this clip right handy. She's a windy one. Did we do the weather?
Oh, I forgot.
Well, let's do the weather. It's free. 53 right now. 66 the high today. Tomorrow 69. These are some nice days. Sunday 56, Monday 54, and look at all next week is nice too.
The 50s and 60s. Yeah, I like that weather. That's good for me.
Thursday 72. Okay. So did we see the sun or the moon at all out here?
So to get Bogey to eat, I'm mostly hand feeding him too.
Hi, Pickles. 14
Morning, Shirley.
miles an hour. That wind is blowing around out there out of the northeast. So we're catching a little bit. Gust to 26. Meanwhile, in Florida, gust to 190 miles an hour. Gee, my
Oh, frightening.
Christmas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty frightening.
And that's just the gust. And then it blew all that water up on land. And now all that water, they say, you have to look out for it coming back. That's crazy.
And some of the ones that Hurricane Helene were hit by and their stuff was just cleaned up, this storm hit them again.
Yeah,
So they got it twice.
yeah.
Yeah.
The moon's at 58%, if that somehow factors into your life, which is good.
I did get a pretty cool picture last night, kind of with
Oh,
these two trees that are like this, kind of at the end of the driveway, and then the moon was up here. Street lights here, so it kind of interferes a little bit. My cousin wanted to, what's the last picture you took? Well, I've been taking them with your camera because my phone is in use. Morning, Bob Spildy.
hi, Bob.
How'd your dentist appointment go?
Ah, see? Everybody wonders how you know that kind of stuff. There's a story about that in here. We're tracking you. We know
Oh, yeah, we're
everything.
tracking.
We'll talk about that.
It's because he's visiting with us. We're taking notes because we'll forget tomorrow or the next day.
Yeah, that's true.
Not really, but it could have. It has happened.
Someone wrote a letter to the Social Security Administration,
Okay.
and it's been leaked, and I have it.
Oh,
Oh, it's something.
leaked.
Leaked. There's a leak in the Social Security. It starts out, to whom it may concern, which is always a good general way to start it out. I would like to ask the Social Security Administration about my case. I got married in 1962 to a widow who had an adult daughter. My father visited us often, and as a result, he married my stepdaughter. Brenda. This is their life.
Yeah.
He married my stepdaughter. Okay, I was doing pretty good holding on. After this, my stepdaughter became my stepmother. And my mother became my son-in-law.
Not your mother.
Oh, my father became my son-in-law. I got so many tears in my eyes that I can't read.
It's flicker. Oh my goodness.
Maybe we'll do this now and then do it seriously at the end of the show, maybe, after we recover. The wife of my father, i.e. my stepdaughter, and this is a letter to the Social Security.
That was leaked.
That was leaked. The wife of my father, i.e. my stepdaughter, as well as my mother, bore a son, who accordingly my stepbrother, who became accordingly my stepbrother, because I'm the husband of my stepdaughter's mother, and my wife became my grandmother.
Chad says I was going to drive by yesterday, but I would have had to.
Drive down gravel, yeah.
No, this has been paved for not 10 years, but something like 10 years here in front.
Yeah, you can get home, and I think I know where Chad lives, and you can get there without going out. Well, we'll just see.
After this important, weird, fun story.
He's a
We're
truck
going to poke
driver.
fun of it later, but I think it's poking fun of itself. I'm not sure.
So we left off with that, as well as my mother bore a son who is my stepbrother, because I'm the husband of the stepdaughter's mother, and my wife became my grandmother. Did we read that yet? Okay, I think we just did.
I don't know where Whiskers is. Chad says he was on his way to Whiskers. Is that a cat house?
I don't know.
Don's.
Oh, Whiskers. Good old Don, yeah. Meanwhile, my wife had a child as well, who became my father's brother-in-law and my uncle, because if the brother of my stepmother is my son, I'm my own grandfather. I would like to ask if I may request special Social Security benefits for my son and my uncle.
Oh, boy.
You know what? It's kind of fun getting a little older. Those kids from the 90s will never get this.
Yes, they will.
I'm talking about Social Security.
Oh, they won't get... Yes, they will. That's a bunch of crap.
They probably will. I'm going to call my Gen Z friend... I'm going to tell my Gen Z friend a joke about Social Security. But he's probably not going to get it.
Morning, Don Herkus. So is this Don? Is this the welder guy?
Oh, probably.
He's Gene Volsch's cousin.
Yeah.
Who is he?
Our neighbor over there.
Don Jealous.
Yeah.
Hi, Tom Bush. Is that Whiskers? Is that... Oh, is that... I can visualize that. Am I visualizing the wrong thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's closer to 212, and that is all been paved. Especially for you semi people. It's
And
a cutoff.
It's supposed to be, yeah,
The cutoff.
the truck route, but
The
hardly.
less you use it, the longer it'll last.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's made for you guys, but, you know, I hope you never find it.
We've enjoyed this whole blacktop road thing
Yeah,
here.
we do.
Man, the dust used to roll through here.
And I would, it's starting from like the schoolhouse, it was paved up until the schoolhouse.
Yeah.
And then I'd slow down to like 20 or 25. So I was the laughing stock of the neighborhood because I didn't want rock chips on my car. They're like,
Yeah.
you're going to go faster, Brenda? I'm like, no, I don't want rock chips on my car. I won't do it. But it was only, how far from here to the school? The equivalent of a block.
Yeah, not very far.
So
Yeah, too far to walk, but not too far to drive.
I could have walked it to school back in the day.
Yeah, I could have
In a
both ways.
blizzard.
Both ways.
Barefoot.
Barefoot. What do you call a medieval spy? A medieval spy. A medieval spy. Medieval spy. Surveillance.
Oh, surveillance.
I Googled lost medieval servant boy. The result was this page cannot be found.
Uh-oh, here we go. The
Oh,
camera
man.
got stuck. Donna Hercott, Tom Bush, Doug Block.
Oh, Doug
hi.
Block.
Yes. Good morning, Gloria Sickmiller and Donna Crowell. Hi.
Donna Crowell. She's bucking for first base.
Gonna knock it out of the park.
Yeah. Good for you, Donna. Nice to see you come up there. Did you... Oh, ask her if she heard our Fairbolt story. Fairbolt.
You think my voice will carry farther than yours?
Oh, hey, Donna.
From here to here.
Did you hear the story we did about your town? That's
The
a
cave.
cool
the
town.
cheese. It's pretty cool.
The cheese caves, yeah.
And it was closed for a while.
Yeah.
Somebody bought it, and then they moved the business to Timbuktu.
Yeah.
And then somebody else bought it, and
They abandoned the caves, and
dogs.
these
abandoned
guys
it.
came and opened them back up. So it's pretty cool. Oh, you hate your job? Why didn't you say so? There's a support group for that. They meet every day at the bar after work. That's the support group.
It's called Everybody. It's called Everybody?
Oh, you say you hate your job? Why didn't you say so? There's a support group. It's called Everybody, and they meet at the bar. Drew Carey said that.
He's funny.
I like him. Henry Kissinger, not a real humorist.
And I won't buy anything from ConAgra because of it.
ConAgra. Oh. Oh.
You know, when something really ticks you off,
Yeah.
I know I feel the same way.
Mm-hmm.
You're dead to me.
ConAgra, and I'm not familiar with the. I bet they do a lot of things.
It does take a lot to really get to me, but, you know, once you do, I don't know.
Yeah. Henry Kissinger one time said, "There cannot be a crisis this week. My schedule is full." Phyllis Diller. You like Phyllis Diller?
Yeah, she was good.
What I don't like about office Christmas parties is having to look for a job the next day.
I don't get it.
Because she always gets fired at the Christmas parties because she gets too wild.
Oh,
What I don't like about Christmas parties is having to find a new job the next day. The only place success comes before work is in the dictionary. Thanks, Coach Vince Lombardi.
oh, fun, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Social Security benefits are going to increase by 2.5%. The payments beginning in January 2025.
It's just around the corner.
Thanks to the latest cost of living adjustment. They announced that yesterday. Look at that. For retired Social Security benefits, those that receive, that means their checks will increase by about $48 in January. And the average allotment is, and why do they call it an allotment? Okay, whatever, is $1,920 to $1,968, according to the Senior Citizens League. Every October, the Social Security Administration reveals its annual cost of living adjustment, also known as COLA, and based on inflation data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, this year's adjustment is the lowest since 2020, when the COLA was 1.3%. Wow. Huh. And so this one is what, 2.5?
So how can that be lower than 1.3?
That's what I was just thinking.
I'm not understanding the...
And these are the guys in charge of our money?
Well, unless it was a misprint somewhere.
This year's adjustment is the lowest since this year, maybe 2024. That's not coming into effect until 2025.
Oh,
Oh.
this year, 2024. Okay.
Oh,
Since
man.
2020.
I just about fainted and fell off my chair over that one. Oh, well, you know, I think I think we're doing okay, because just in the mail the other day, I received a pre-declined credit card.
I peg Ben John.
Those Ben Johns, they are a colorful family. They do a lot of different things. Okay. Were we talking about tracking? How they track everything these days? Whether you buy a car or a pickup, it's all tracked. There's no escaping it. The government knows every single detail.
That's right. Busybodies everywhere. Keeping tabs on what color socks you wore when you drove off the lot. They probably know if your tires are underinflated, too.
You mean they haven't already started sending out tire pressure notifications via the drone system? We're just living in their world, Brenda.
Yep, the world of surveillance. You think you're buying a vehicle, but nope. Next thing you know, someone's running
Analytics.
analytics on how often you take left-hand turns.
Utter nonsense, if you ask me. They track it all. VIN numbers, service records, your dog's favorite chew toy for road trips. They probably even know how fast you ate that Long John last week.
No peanuts on that. Long John, mind
Yeah.
you. But hey, we can make up stuff faster than you can finish your coffee. Maybe we should start running the data too. Get ahead of the curve.
That's it, Brenda. We'll corner the market on nonsense. Nonsense Tracking Services, LLC. Our slogan, you think it's private? Think again.
We'll have everyone scared of their own coffee cups. But honestly, isn't that about how it feels nowadays? It doesn't to me, but
Nothing to me, But
I like making fun of it.
yeah, and it's fun making fun of Social Security. But I think they probably do a good job, don't they?
I don't make fun of Social Security.
Oh,
Did I just do that?
no,
Did I do
didn't.
that? I don't think so. Hi, Maxine Cruz.
Hi, Maxine.
Kraus? Cruz.
K-R-A, Kraus. Kraus.
Say
Kraus. Kraus. Sauerkraus. Okay. Oh, look at this. 2019. And these numbers are always a few years behind because I guess it takes them a lot to get them brought together. 846 bicyclists were killed in the U.S. in traffic, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Oh,
Man, this show is an emotional roller coaster today. That figure slightly down from 2018, but more than 35% higher than the 2010 low of 623 cyclist deaths. Now what? Bob Spilled is now thinking about Pond's Long Johns.
Yeah, they do have them at County Fair Food. I'm just saying, they're awesome.
And he wants it with peanuts.
Good for you.
You know what
You
I
eat
like?
them all because I'm allergic to them, so that's... I'm not allergic to any of the other nuts. Peanuts aren't even a nut. I can't remember what they are.
Pond's did a real tight weave, looked like a cow pie. Remember cow pies?
Yeah.
There were those flat things.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Real tight weave.
And cinnamon on it.
Yeah, there you go. He doesn't have a horn, but he does have an engine and a gas pedal. That's the neighbor.
And a little something missing from his muffler.
A little something missing from his muffler, but it makes our life fun. Okay, so it was down from 2018. But more than 2010, where the low in 2010 was 623 cyclist deaths.
Oh, that was you, Chad Bleeker?
Oh, that was Chad, huh?
Oh,
That
fun.
was me. Nice, nice rig, Chad. You ever seen his truck? His semi?
On Facebook, yeah.
He just got a new one. It's pretty darn nice.
Yeah, it is.
By definition, okay, the bulk of the deaths have been in California, Florida, and Texas.
And so my sister Gwen and her husband Rod, Rod was hit riding his bicycle
yes,
in
he
Texas. I don't know if it's been a year already or maybe 2 years. I'm not sure. And he's a couple years older than you. He's a retired lineman. He didn't want any help. He wanted to straighten his bicycle out there, and even though the police were called. But then when he got home is where... And he wasn't taken home by an ambulance. So then when he got home, then he collapsed in the bathroom and ripped the sink off the bathroom floor. He's a big guy.
He's a big boy, yeah.
I don't know if he's 6'4", but and so Gwen had to call the ambulance, and then because Rod was beat up, then they're thinking, oh, how did he get all those black and blue marks? And Gwen's like, oh my God, what a thing!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. With the things we learned, Delaware is the most dangerous state for bicyclists, followed by South Carolina and Florida, which has the most fatalities per capita. On the other side of the list, Massachusetts, New York and Illinois were among the safest states for bicyclists. When it comes to bike safety on the road, South Dakota and Minnesota rank very differently. Minnesota is highly regarded as a bike-friendly state, ranking 5th in the U.S. The state has made significant investments in infrastructure for cyclists, including policies like complete streets and dedicated spending on bicycle and pedestrian infrastructure, which helps ensure safer road conditions for cyclists. Minnesota also has a statewide bike plan and emphasizes bike safety in its transportation planning.
Fun.
On the other hand, South Dakota ranks much lower, coming in 46th for bike friendliness. While South Dakota has some bike safety laws, like a safe passing law enacted in 2015, the state still lacks many of the structural improvements that make cycling safer, such as extensive bike lanes or comprehensive bicycle plans. Yeah, you're just kind of on your own on bikes.
Well, yeah, and you gotta be like a rooster and have your head on a swivel. You know?
Oh, yes.
You always gotta be looking out for yourself.
So, remember when I came from my office in the basement and I said, Brenda, I have probably the greatest story ever told on the radio or on the air, wherever we are?
It's always the greatest.
Yes.
He comes up with the greatest stories in the world.
Well, that time I was referring to the Faribault story, the cheese
That
case,
was the greatest one.
and that led Donna, but that led me to that story.
Yeah, that's when they close it. And I'm reading they close it. It's like, what's up with them?
What's up with them? But anyhow, okay, I'm going to say it. Can you tell I got something I want to say?
I don't feel like you're holding back.
Donna's husband, Jim Krull.
Yeah, you talked about that yesterday. Police officer in Millbank.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, that was Virgil, his dad.
Oh,
Jim Krull's son.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we talked about riding with Virgil yesterday?
You did, yeah. I didn't.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I was trying to get up my guts to say, Donna, we're sure sorry about Jim. Just a heck of a guy. But I think she already knew that. But anyhow, I don't know why that kind of affected me a little bit. We grew up together. Lowell Anderson wrote an article about Herman Raschke, a man he called the Goodwin Giant. The Goodwin Giant. Goodwin, South Dakota.
Fun.
He was a giant of a man.
It's just down the road a piece.
Yeah. Born in 1896, Raschke lived with his brother and sister in a clapboard house overlooking Round Lake in Dual County. I was always told that Herman stood 6 feet 10 inches tall and weighed 425 pounds. My father claimed he weighed himself on the grain elevator's truck scale.
Some people have been.
One of Anderson's favorite stories about the giant involved a traveling salesman who was driving along Grant-Dual County line over there late one spring, not far from the Raschke house. His car became stuck in the soft road, and he walked up to the Raschke house for help. When he knocked on the door, he saw Raschke, a good 14 or 15 inches taller than him. The salesman, he was a little taken aback. "I'm stuck out on the road. I need help," he said. "Would you possibly have a team of horses to pull me out?" "Let's go take a look," said Raschke. The salesman, he didn't argue to take any help he can get. He followed Herman and walked directly across the plowed field, through an accumulation of spring mud toward where the car was. "See," he said, "I'm really stuck." "Oh, it doesn't look so bad," Herman said. and then Rashke lifted the front end of the car out of the ruts and gently put it on the solid ground, and then he did the same to the rear of the car. I guess they say this salesman just was speechless, never saw anybody pick up a car and set it out of a stuck position in his life.
It's not the same, but when our four-wheeler, no, not the four-wheeler, but
the loader.
No, the pull behind 60-inch mower that we pull behind on we pulled it. It was on. No, we put it on the back of the mule that time.
No, it was the four-wheeler that time because we burnt all the wires off.
I think that's when you went back and got the. I don't know. Anyway, we couldn't budget to save our life, and it was down in the mud. Called a neighbor. They're as strong as mules.
Poor neighbors.
Or he just picked it up like it was a little dude thick.
Yeah, that
really?
is a story that compares, isn't it? Yeah.
Only a 60-inch pull-behind mower doesn't weigh as much as a car, but, when you're weak, something got you weak. Hi, Karen Tyler. I took a picture last night with my phone because she asked for, what was the last picture you took on your phone, or that you took. And I take them with Jim's phone when we're sitting here because, this is pretty. Those clouds that were so different the other day, they're all on your phone, but I texted them to myself. Now they're on my camera roll, but.
That was nice.
But the quarter moon last night, straight up the end of the driveway, right up there, kind of between these two trees, was pretty cool.
It was a nice moon last night.
And I don't have a switch on the yard light at the end of this, because the one at the end of the end of the yard is solar.
Oh yeah.
And this one over here is got a switch. You can turn it off at night if you wanted to get a little stargazing in.
That pole was there already for cable TV. That got put in a long time ago.
The pole, we put the pole in when we wanted internet.
Yeah.
Not dial-up internet.
That's cable TV to me.
We didn't get cable. Okay. And you could have ordered TV service with RC Technology. Or was it, who's the other internet provider?
ITC. We had RC Technology first.
We had the other one first.
Data Truck.
We had Data Truck, which were amazing as well.
Yeah, and man, they'd drop everything. If something went wrong, they were right here up on the rooftop.
Up on the roof, because that's where the thing was, pointed at the satellite. And that was, we went from dial-up to that.
Yeah. Ho, man.
Yeah.
Johnny Cash would have called that walking in high cotton.
I read a Kopecky. And now it's time to go. We should probably have a little song we sing when we leave. Red Skelton didn't he always have songs to sing? But he had a singing voice.
He did? Okay.
Well, I don't think we have singing voices, but we can still belt her out. Something.
Mary Cordell, and good morning to you, Mary Cordell.
Yeah. So.
We're moving in.
Oh, Johnny Manuel.
Hi, Johnny Manuel.
Missed you.
How'd you get by us?
And Don Coleman Tribbett says, just like riding a motorcycle, you really have to be on your toes for driver. They just don't see you. And when I had drove my little Honda Civic, I felt the same way. That car is so tiny.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Another car you don't see are those ones that are gray. They're really hard to see. They fit, it's the same color as the road a lot of time. The background on stormy days is gray. Yeah. I
saw the most nice color. The nicest shade of gray in a car the other day. I thought, if I was going to switch, because I've always just wanted a white vehicle. I just think white cars are they're most attractive. And I thought, that one, it's not like steel gray, but it's really nice.
No, and I've been meaning to kind of try to find out a little bit about that new paint job, because they're such nice colors. They're soft, but they're bright.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna write that one down. Maybe I'll get that.
We're gonna make some charts up for that. We got charts for that, for our new pretend fake company called Nonsense Reports LLC.
LLC.
What do we call it? I can't remember already.
I think that's what we called it.
Nonsense. Nonsense. Oh, yeah. Nonsense Tracking Services,
Nonsense
LLC.
Tracking Services.
We're on a job.
Well, thanks for putting the show together, Brenda.
You bet.
We all appreciate it. I got to go now.
We're going to go to that thing for Bob Fane here
Oh,
at
yeah.
11:30 up at 2nd Street Station.
The induction into the Hall of Fame.
There's some other people's names on it, but Bob Fane is the one who's most close to our heart. So
Jim and Phyllis Knutson. How you kids doing? Thanks for joining us. You came in right at the swan song. The swans are already singing.
we're going to dive off. So we got to figure out. I think I should be behind you a little
Okay. We're posing now.
so we can both get in the picture.
In case you're going to take this for our class picture.
See you.
Jim and Phyllis say, great.
See you.